Hello, my fellow Americans. I come to you today with a great threat to our nation and the world. To those watching around the world, I recommend that you watch too to see this great threat. As you can see in this photo, this is a man named Garfield. He's a cat, orange, and he likes lasagna. But he is not our greatest threat. Our greatest threat, in fact, is this man, GarfieldEATS. Now you may be wondering, aren't those the same person? They are not. GarfieldEATS is a new type of threat. It is going to destroy our world. GarfieldEATS is from here, Dubai, and has now spread to here in Toronto, Canada. Now, you may be wondering, those are just two cities. First of all, that is not true. To most, Dubai is the center of the Middle East, the jewel, the crown jewel of the Middle East. If we allow Dubai to fall to GarfieldEATS, which it already has, as an app like Uber Eats, that you can now order Garfield lasagna, Garfield pizza, and Garfuccinos, it's already fallen. The crown jewel of the Middle East is gone, which means now without the influence of Dubai, the Middle East can fall to its reign, which is not good considering the conflict in the region. Toronto, Canada is the largest city in Canada and only 2 hours from the United States border. If we allow him to cross that border into New York, he can take New York City, he can take Philadelphia, and lastly, Washington, D.C. I initially proposed that we build a wall to protect ourselves from the Garfield threat from Canada. However, that would be in vain, because the one person who likes building walls and hates things from the Middle East is already compromised. Donald Trump, President of the United States, Vice President Mike Pence, has been shown to not only not care about the Garfield menace, but also support it, as he has shown in Congress for Garfield's birthday.
Today for the awesome and important duty to pay a happy birthday wish to Garfield. Not President Garfield, but someone probably more famous in this day and age than that.
Not only that, creator of Garfield, Jim Davis, is from Muncie, Indiana, the same district that Mike Pence was the congressman of. That's just the tip of the iceberg, though.
Mr. Speaker, as the congressman who represents Muncie, Indiana, and Delaware County, home to the most famous cat in the world, I'll never forget, Mr. Speaker, as I close, Jim Davis and I first became acquainted 15 years ago.
Because once you see D.C. fall, we're going to see a Garfield presidency. And you don't want that, because Garfield supports nationalism, he supports socialism, he supports capitalism, he supports communism, he supports laissez-faire capitalism, he supports everyone being gay, he supports killing all the gays, he supports abortions for everyone, he supports no abortions for anyone. He also supports getting rid of memes, as he has been a victim of memes as a young child, and that we think that may have been his initial start and reasoning for taking over these cities. In order to reclaim these cities, we are going to need to go to war against Garfield, and we are going to need to protect ourselves from Garfield. To do this, I propose that we depose of Vice President Mike Pence, that we get rid of Dubai, and we get rid of Toronto. It's too late to save him now. I was just in Toronto, and I saw the pain and suffering caused by GarfieldEATS. You could see the pain and suffering on people's faces. Do you want that here? Do you want that in the United States? No. So we better stop this now, before it's too late. Support the anti-Garfield movement. We shall make GarfieldEATS pay for what he has done to our world, because if he continues to spread, you will see the entire Middle East being a Garfield monarchy. The entire United States, a Garfield monarchy. The entirety of North America will be a Garfield monarchy, and we're all going to have to flee to South America. And do you want that? To those affected by Garfield in Toronto, I advise that you move to Nineveh immediately and stock up on water, as it is very expensive, and everything, because it's very expensive. Do not, however, consume any GarfieldEATS products. For those in Dubai affected, I recommend that you flee the entirety of the United Arab Emirates, as has been compromised for far too long, and there are likely large underground networks of GarfieldEATS supporters. I recommend that you leave. and you sail to India. Now, why would you sail to India? Because what does lasagna most usually have in it? That's right, beef. Get to India immediately. This has been a public service announcement. Please, all citizens in Toronto and Dubai, flee immediately, protect the nation's capital, and do not, under any circumstances, talk to a Garfield Eats supporter. This has been an anti-Garfield Eats announcement. Please listen to us, or you will fall to Garfield. And remember what he supports.